And hello once again, everyone. This is FilibusterFox, and today I'm once again spectating Yehuz team here as they do some ranked matches. And I'm just going to go ahead and get everyone sorted out into the positions where they should be. A yoink and a yoink. Also a yoink there. That's probably right. Looks like, oh, it's actually nice. This jungle and a new top. Okay, so we've got everything sorted out. On the red team, we have no one Hugh, as you see right now, Cafoon. And on the blue team, we have Yehuz. On the line, so we've got up in the top lane, Riven against the Nunu. In the jungle, we've got Vi against Nasus. And in the mid lane, Xerath. Xerath should be... come on. There we go. Xerath against Gragas. And down in bot lane, we have Lulu and Jinx against Lucian and Annie. Annie, a very popular support in Season 3. Looks like blue team is setting up to do their own blue, as is red. Neither team looking to go through for a particularly... I lied. It may be an invade from the red team here, trying to get peckish at the blue team's red. Now, having a look at the layout here, let's have a quick look and see where everyone's at. Xerath and Vi are both being defensive for the blue buff. They're keeping good vision on the approach there. Not necessarily the best vision. Xerath is around the corner, so you might not see something coming from right here. They could potentially... Oop. No, I didn't mean to hit that. They could potentially sneak in through here and get some action going. But hey, everybody's starting their blue buff. No invades to be seen, so we are good to go. Now, moving right along, we have... Going down to the bot lane, Annie's got her stun charged up. Could be a lot of damage at level 1 as soon as they get in the lane here. Let's see what happens as soon as they get there. Are they just going to go and farm, or are they going to go right in on the Lulu? There goes the auto attack, and that will suffice for now. Having a look at some of the other lanes. Poison Sex is getting some very nice poke on the Gragas there. Xerath very pokey, but he's using a lot of mana in doing so. And if Gragas can survive that for a bit, it could be a lot of trouble. There's ping going. They may try for an early gank. Let's have a look up top. Riven against the Nunu. The Nunu doing a fairly good job of staying alive against Riven there. That's a much better matchup for the Nunu than it would have been for the Nasus, I believe. And let's see as Vi comes in for this lane gank. We got Shinpulse coming right in. We're going to make sure we stay on the Vi here. And Gragas could be in a lot of trouble here with a successful... Nope. Gonna just leave. Alright, so off on the start, we're not seeing a particular advantage in any of these lanes. Xerath has been doing a little better poking, but Gragas has been getting more farm, although he is about to push up. Ooh, missed shot from Xerath there, giving Forever Less a bit of a chance to get froggy, but he is not following through on it, so no problems there, really. And he's taking a good bit of poke down in the bot lane. Lulu, low on mana, could set up for a counter attack there. Meanwhile, up top, Nunu just doing what he does best, and sustain. Once again, we see this team going with all warding trinkets. The gank goes in up on the mid. Shinpulse comes right in, then lands the punch, but Gragas simply had to walk away after that point. But here comes the gank top. Wither on the Riven. That's a lot of trouble for the Riven. Spirit Fire from the Nest coming down, and then a nice hit with the Q. And Nunu does hit the snow, and the flash from Riven should keep her alive. Nunu not really wanting to tower dive there. Took a lot of damage, just underestimating the range of that tower. I do need to look. Nasus, how is your Q doing? We got the Siphoning Strike at plus 24 from the farm alone. So that's going to do about 100 damage, maybe a little more than that. That's painful, but not the end of the world yet. Annie, very low down bot. Let's see, can we get up to her? Nope, not gonna let us move the camera that way. Thank you. Okay, yeah, Annie in a lot of trouble if they can get in range to do that last bit of poke. But it looks like she's just gonna be fine and be there. But that leaves Lucian in a pot of trouble. I just have to do a quick look around at my settings and see why this is not working. Can I not focus on this? What is going on here, computer? What are you doing to me? Don't know. Don't care. But it's fun. And Annie's so very low. Lucian low as well. Lucian's taking a lot of poke there, and he pops the barrier. Not getting quite picked off there, but that is going to be a cleared up barrier for the favor of the Blues bot lane, who are doing a very good job of staying aggressive here. They've got to keep on top of this Lucian. They can't let him get strong, because he can turn into a giant bully really fast. Jinx has to stay aggressive. Keep him on the back foot, keep him low in health, and Riven goes right in on the Nunu. Good bit of damage, bringing him back to about 2/3 of his health. But hey, one consume and he's almost better again. Fortunately, Nunu doesn't have much to answer to Riven at this point. Just basically going to stay alive and farm. Only Ignite from Riven, she's going all in on this one. Oh, not going to quite do enough to do it, but it's keeping him so very low. Riven hits 6, he could finish off in this lane, but instead, she's going to head down, ward up the river against any possible menaces. And hopefully have a good chance here of finishing off the Nunu with a revitalized set of cooldowns, and Nunu's still only at about half health. Why looking to do a little counter jungling here, getting a good ward on the enemy red buff, looking for a chance to come in and take that before Nessus can get to it. A lot of ward coverage up in the top jungle here for the blue team. But Poisonous X caught between Gragas and Nasus there. Nasus, how's your health? I can't actually see it. It's fairly low. And here comes Vi coming in, misses the punch, but comes in and just, ooh, Gragas ult doing a lot of damage, getting Xerath knocked out of position, but it's not going to be enough. Xerath does pop his barrier in panic. Didn't actually need it there, but it works out just fine in the end. Both teams getting out of that engagement. A little worse for the wear, but nothing really terrible going down. And Riven goes right in onto Nunu as soon as he gets back in the lane. The Nunu ult kind of canceled there by the knockup. Does a little bit of damage, but nothing significant to Saki up in the top lane. Oh, a nice ice ball there, putting kind of Riven on the back foot here. Riven only with a single Doran's Blade and the longsword against the double Doran's cloth armor of the Nunu. Nunu a little bit ahead in items, at least for the time being. Riven should have some good money saved up. Let's have a look. She's got 1,000 gold just sitting around with Nunu 700, so she can easily keep this even. Looks like there's going to be a bit more of a fight here. Nunu goes in, hits with the ice ball, and does not get the opportunity to follow up there. He's got no extra mana. He doesn't really have anything to follow up with except auto attacks, and Riven's just going for it. Manaless Riven, no worries about resources there. I want to see this fight up top. The ult goes down from the Riven. Nunu's so very low, but it doesn't look like Riven's going to be able to get in range. She's got to try, but Nunu walks right away there. Now directed camera. Now you can let me see the spot lane here, and he's fairly low. They've been trying to poke at Lulu consistently here over the last few moments as Nunu was getting beaten around by Riven up in the top lane. Forced to go B now. But that does mean he can start working on that Zhonya's, picking up the Seeker's arm guard there, dropping a good amount of money on that. It's going to certainly help him with his armor against Riven, so very difficult to lane against no matter who you are pretty much. And Riven needs to get some good items. There's the first of the beginning of the Bloodthirsters, the Vampiric Scepter picked up by the Riven along with boots. The new longsword, nice item build. She's gonna come back with a good bit of ability power. Let's see, attack damage 128 now to Nunu's armor of 92. Should be hurting him a little more significantly, but Nunu is just gonna be hard to kill here with his consume. There you are. Yeah, his consume just not quite gonna let him go down easily. Not much happening in the mid lane. It seems to be more of a farm fest, a little bit of poking going either way. But Gragas is stealing ahead here with about a 16 CS lead. Riven just doesn't manage to walk out of the Nunu ult in time. Nunu's going right in for this. He's putting everything onto this. There goes the Ignite onto Nunu. Riven's trying to turn this around. Gets a lot of damage down. This could be trouble for either of them. The minion's doing a lot of damage to Riven here. Nunu just with that huge speed buff whenever he blood boils themselves managed to get out of here. But here comes Xerath. And Gragas to the top lane. It's going to be a fight here. Looks like we're probably going to lose both top laners. Here comes Gragas. He hits the ult. Riven's knocked back, but Xerath picks up the first blood in the top lane there. 9 minutes in. And then Gragas finishes off Riven, and then it's a 1-for-1 fight from the mid laners over in top lane. Nasus, meanwhile, ganking in the bot lane. Simpulse is a lot of trouble. She goes down almost instantly. Kodo is a lot of trouble as well, and down as well. Nice double tower dive for the red team there, picking up a lot of damage. Gragas doing what he can to kill off the Xerath here. It looks like he gets the ignite, and he flashes for the kill, picks up the kill, using both of the summers for it, but definitely worth that trade. Now we're seeing the red team pull ahead with a 5-to-1 kill advantage, and they're about to take down this bot tower, it looks like, for the first tower kill of the game. First blood did go to Xerath, but 4 kills in the same short period to the red team, almost acing the blue team there. And that's giving them only about a 2,000 gold lead, which is a lot for 10 minutes in, but it's not horribly significant. They can be brought back. Riven has the capability to start bullying this Nunu if she can get the chance to, if the ganks don't come in on her. Nunu's just being so tanky against it, so much sustain, Riven's having trouble doing the damage. Nasus doing a good job in the jungle, 40 farm, he's got his Q building up, the siphoning strikes is up to about a total of about 200 damage without even having leveled it. Hey, siphoning strike, level 1. There you go. That's not actually what I was mousing over when I finally got to that point. And we're just keeping an eye on the action here for a minute to see what goes down. Having a look through the builds, I'm not seeing anything really jumping out at me. Gragas already with the needlessly large rod to the beginnings of the Athene's Holy Grail. Oh, no. And a lot of trouble there. Did I just say Nanawa? Am I playing StarCraft? No, it's Nanaya. Nanaya is exactly how I meant to say that. Riven's a lot of trouble here. He's got Gragas and the Nasus on top of him, and down he goes almost. So very painful there, but Poisonous X, oh, he's got the Gragas right on top of him. He's doing a lot of damage in return. He may be able to pick it off, but the flash from the Nasus comes right over the wall, and Vi is here to help. Vi to the rescue. If she can land the punch, that could... Oh, there goes the ultimate onto Gragas. Gragas is probably going to go down here. Not quite enough to finish him off from the Vi, but hey, a lot of fight going down the bot lane. Hey, and ooh, Annie and Tibbers finishing off the Lulu there, and Lucian picking up the tower, forcing Jinx back. No kills picked up from Poisonous X and Vi over in this top jungle fight that was going down. And things are starting to look pretty bad for the blue team here. They're falling into a severe deficit, and kind of bot lane is getting bullied around by this Lucian now. Lucian and Lulu, that Nasus gank put them so far ahead. And it's just problematic for them to come back in this situation. And there goes Shin right in onto Nunu to try to stop him from taking this tower. But he's just going to ignore Shin and finish off this tower real quick here. He's got the minions to tank. He's got some health left. I don't think Shin's going to be able to do anything to stop Nunu right there. 7-1, 12, almost 13 minutes in. 4,000 gold lead. It is a lot more significant than the 2,000 gold lead they had earlier. They're doing a good job of taking their lead and making it count, making it go further. Saki gonna have a bit of a chance here to push up in the top lane in Nunu's absence, but I don't think there's enough damage on that tower. No, that tower is definitely not going to go down. Dragon is up right now, instantly warded by Lulu there. Both teams have vision on it, with the purple in favor of the red team, who are already coalescing around the dragon. Yo, I want to see this area. Nothing really happening here. Can I go to Annie? There's the Annie. That's who I want to look at. Or maybe the Lucian. They're on both sides of this word battle here. Oh, the purple doesn't quite go down, but hey, you can pick it up, no problem at all. Annie not quite able to get into stone range, and blue is collapsing on these two from the red team, who are a little overextended. They've got the opportunity now to get in here and make things happen while Nunu is top. That top tower is down. They don't have to worry about pushing down the second tower for a bit here. They've got this chance to make something happen. And just what are they going to do? Are they going to go for the dragon? Are they going to try to gank the bot lane? Or are they going to walk around and take red? Looks like he's going to go back to farming for the blue team. And he's going to pick up the red buff for Vi. And Riven's going to go back up to farm and maybe push out a little. Nunu is on the way mid now, though. He's got the opportunity to roam now that he's pushed up. And Annie's in a lot of trouble. The Jinx snare doing quite enough. But here comes Vi, ulting right in onto Lucian. Lucian in a lot of trouble here. Vi ulted by the Lulu, keeping her alive despite that ignite. Here comes Annie with the flash to pick up that kill. Very nice move by Annie there. Is she going to be able to get away from the situation? Here comes Xerath as well. Looks like Annie is going to go down and picks up another kill, picking off Lulu before they could get her killed. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we've got Gragas and Nunu. They managed to take down that mid tower. Riven's not going to be able to do anything here. She's not able to kill these two quickly enough. And Gragas jumping down. Looks like they're going to collapse on the bot lane. Jinx and Xerath are in a bad position here. Here's Nunu to start out the fight. Or not Nunu, I'm sorry. Nasus starting out the fight. Taking a lot of damage, but the ultimate should keep him alive for a while. Spearfire goes down, missing most everyone. And he's going right in, and he's snared just so much he cannot catch up. But the ultimate from Gragas, getting the kill on Jinx and throwing Poison Sticks out of position. He locks down in the bush. He flashes out. Oh, the nice reflexive landing of that Ice Blast from Nunu means that they can go up, pick him up, and Nunu picks up another kill. Here's Riven trying to finish off Gragas. Gragas jumping right out of the way. The ult from Nunu interrupted by the knockout from Riven, but Riven's taking too much damage. The ignite, and the Gragas is going to pick up the kill. And now Vi is the only one left. Here comes Lulu to help out, but that's against 3 from the red team with Annie coming back from around the bot tower here. They really need to get out of here, and it looks like the red team wants to do the dragon. That was excellent play on the red team there. Blue is trying to catch up on the kills, but they're just maintaining this huge advantage. 6,000 gold advantage. They've got an 8-kill lead, tripling the score of the blue team. They've got those 3 towers too, just so big. All of the outer towers down for the blue team means that they have to try very, very strongly to get a lot of ward coverage out, or the red team will continue to control this map, to dominate the flow of this match. They have got to get the vision down. They've got to make these things happen. Unfortunately, when you're behind like that, it's so very hard to spend the money on that. Blue team not quite able to seal it. Oh, Vi's in a lot of trouble. There goes the ult from Lulu. Not really the best place for that, and down she goes. Annie picking up the kill. Oh, Lulu in a lot of trouble too. She's taken down by the Lucian ultimate. And that's 2 kills and a dragon for the red team, giving a dominated 8,000 gold lead 16 minutes in. Now, I always say, if you find a team that's 500 gold per minute ahead of the opposing team, that team has an extraordinarily high likelihood of finishing off the match sooner rather than later. And they have that 500 gold per minute lead, and that's big before the 30-minute mark. We're looking at the item build differences here. Almost finished with the Zanyas. Nunu is doing quite well. He actually should have enough here after they kill this tower to pick up the Zanyas, no problem. He's just farming north. Oh, they didn't quite get the tower there. Oh, Randy's getting caught out in the back. Looks like Griffith's going to do enough damage to help Zyrus get the kill. A lot of damage going down on Nasus too. He's having to blow his ult and get out of there as best he can. The Spirit Fire's not going to be enough to stop them. Nasus, he's turning around and he withers the Riven, flashes away from the Riven ultimate. That was very well moved there by the Nasus, but hey, this red team is on the back foot in this fight. Blue has the positioning, and Nunu is coming up from behind. Is he going to make something happen here? Is he going to be able to go in here and get the kills? He just gets queued by Vi, and he's getting out of there. So very tanky, staying alive as best he can. But he eventually just got to get out of this fight when the rest of your team has no health and no capability to help you. He's doing a very good job of trying to distract them from that tower, but it's up to Gragas now to keep this tower alive from the blue team's push here. Blue team still has the position here, but they're all getting low, and a turnaround fight from the red team could be disastrous here for the blue team. There goes Xerath, knocked out of position by the Gragas ult, and he goes down. Annie picking up the kill. Oh, the Nasus goes down to the Jinx ultimate, just barely picking him off before he could get out of that, so they've made for fairly even trade there. 1 for 1 there. But blue team's having to get out, and that tower still stands, and I cannot, for the life of me, actually scroll on this map with my mouse right now, and that is really annoying. So, going back to having a look at the difference, they're down to about 7k gold difference, which is good for the blue team. They're closing up that gap. They've already closed it by 1/8. They just need to keep up with that and keep getting advantage. Oh, Annie going right in for the Jinx there, just poking around with her Q just a bit. But having a look at the differences in farm, Nasus is ahead in farm, Nunu's ahead in farm, Gragas is ahead in farm, Annie's ahead in farm to the Lulu, which isn't really a big deal. But Lucian is behind about 20 farm to Jinx, which is equivalent on the Annie there. So in general, this red team is dominating in farm, they're dominating in kills, and they're dominating in match control. They don't have the best ward coverage here, but they've got decent ward coverage. They've got vision in a couple of places right now, and they just went B, give them a chance to get that warning out, but the lack of the towers for the blue team means it's so much harder for them to keep the vision. All of the outer towers are still up for the red team. They still have that map control in their entire half of the map. It's just when they get pushy, they run into danger like this. Nunu is in now. Here comes the Vi and the Riven trying their best to knock him down as quickly as they can. Looks like they're going to have no trouble getting it here. And the ult from Vi keeping him just still long enough for Riven to pick up the kill. Yeah, trying to poke over the wall a little bit there, but it's not going to do a whole lot to the fairly tanky Gragas. Oh, but throwing the Jinx poke as well. Gragas down to half health. And here's Annie just going to keep him alive. On him builds, Nasus already with the Spirit of the Ancient Golem. He's got the Glacial Shroud and a lot of armor. Xerath is going to be able to do a lot of damage to Nasus, but when you build health, that armor will certainly keep the big threats out. That's the Riven, that's the Vi, that's the Jinx, all of that 80 damage on their team. Nasus is going to do his best to reduce that, and that Spirit Fire very well placed, keeping him from going back in the bush. Saki's in a lot of trouble here, having to flash, but it's not going to be enough, and Nasus picks up the kill in the top lane in that 1v1 fight against Riven. That huge amount of armor he's sitting on. Nasus, how much armor do you have? Let's see, you have 178 armor. That's just huge, and that's giving him that advantage in that 1v1 with Riven. Throwing Wither as well. Everyone's just like, oh crap, Nasus, I can't do much. Nasus is going to be a big danger to this 80 heavy comp of the blue team. 21 minutes in, we've got a 16-7 kill advantage for the red team, leading by 7k still. Not really getting any more ahead than they have been. But still have all their towers. Vi getting right in, not able to really follow up on anyone. Nasus just coming in to laugh. Vi, what is your Q called? It is Vault Breaker. I knew that. I play Vi and I didn't remember that. Oh, Riven going right in on Nunu, doing a lot of damage. Now with that Tiamat and or Hydra, it's the Hydra actually, doing great area effect damage to the wave as well as anyone she happens to be near. I love Tiamat. It's one of my favorite items. And, oh, missed the ball breaker, but she hits with the ultimate. Gragas in a lot of trouble, but Vi goes down first. Oh, the ultimate onto Lucian going down as well. That's great too for the red team, and down goes Annie as well. Nicely coordinated team fight here for the blue team, and it looks like Nasus is in a lot of trouble. He's polymorphed and he's dead to Saki's rip. And Nunu, oh, gets hit with a stun. He's in a lot of trouble here. We've got Jinx right chasing on him, but it looks like it's not quite going to be enough to pick off the Nunu. Nunu's going to be able to get out of here, but that's a tower, possibly two for the blue team here, and an excellent 4-for-1 trade there. It's exactly what they need to start coming back. Now they're only 4,000 gold behind. That's a huge difference as to where they were previously. Here goes down the second tower. They've almost equalized the tower difference here, although they've got to concentrate in the mid lane as opposed to the whole map. And this is going to give them more mobility and force red team to ward more aggressively and defensively as well. 80 carry builds both have a Bloodthirster and Berserker Treads and a Doran's Blade, but Lucian, with the 6 assists in 1 kill, has the Longsword and Pickaxe. Looks to be going for an early Last Whisper, more than likely. Jinx, on the other hand, probably sitting on a good bit of gold, needing to go back to base. Let's see how much you've got. You've got 2,700 gold, Jinx. You should probably buy at some point here. They're being chased down, but it looks like they should be able to get away. No problem. The snares from the little traps from Jinx doing a good job. Ooh, the ult in the bush being interrupted once again. So much knock-up on this team between Riven and Vi, and Lulu even, to kind of annoy Nunu to the point where it's like, I really want to finish my ult sometime, but they keep knocking me up. There's just no luck there for the Nunu, but he's still doing a good job sitting at 1-2-2. It's hard as anyone to lane against the top Riven, and he's certainly doing better than Nasus would have been stuck. It's red team equalizing the 2-for-2 towers in mid lane, keeping those 2 outer tower advantages in the top and bot, but that won't last long if the blue team can get another good fight in here. Doing some counter jungling while they're pushed up. That's going to reduce some of the ability for the blue team to farm, but the blue team coalescing towards top around Baron, maybe looking to get a bit cheeky and pick off a Baron here, or maybe just pick up their top farm since all the bottom stuff is already taken.
The time for talk is over.
The dive from Saki under the tower on Nunu, very painful, but hey, gets the ult damage in, gets the ignite, looks like gonna pick up the kill and get out of there while still alive. No Bloodthirster on the, no Bloodthirster yet for the Riven, but she's got the lifesteal from both the Doran's Blade and the Hydra, so that kept her alive just enough under that tower between that and her shield. And down goes the tower as well. A 1 tower difference now in this game. That's the bot outer tower advantage for the red team. They're now only a little less than 3,000 gold ahead. Blue team is doing an excellent job of starting to come back here. Now what we're going to see as we go into the late game is how the blue team is going right and catching Annie out of position. Looks like Annie is instantly dead. That's a lot of ultimates coming down from the blue team to secure that, but definitely worth it to get that 5v4 advantage for about 30 seconds. Anyways, as I was saying, as we're going to see into this, we've got a lot of damage and teamfight capability from the blue team here, but the big scary thing is going to be Nasus. Already with his Frozen Heart, he's got his Spirit of the Ancient Golem. He's got a lot of tankiness going for him, and his damage is primarily going to be based on that Q. Nasus, how is your Q doing? Where are you? There you are. Let's see. Siphoning Strike. He's got a level 2 with 249 stacks on it. He's doing about 300 damage now with that, and that can add up fast, especially with the cooldown from the Frozen Heart. Be fair to affect that terribly much, but it certainly helps with his Wither and Ultimate tons. That, and it's hurting all of the 80s on their team. The more armor this red team gets, the better off they are. That's a lot of attack damage coming their way. And the more armor that the red team builds, the happier Xerath is. Static Shiv on the Jinx, and there goes the pickaxe, probably going towards that Last Whisper next. Last Whisper finished on Lucian with a Mana Crystal, maybe looking to get a Sheen next, perhaps. Gragas going right in the Poison Excess, but he's caught in the middle of 3 of the blue team. Poison Excess in a lot of trouble, he goes down, but so does Gragas. The ultimate Tibbers is down on top of them. Nunu's in a lot of trouble now. There's 3 from the blue team going right for him, and he's out of position. Lucian is not going to be able to help. There goes the ult on Lucian. Lucian in a lot of trouble there. He flashes out the barrier enough to keep him alive, just barely long enough for Vi to kill him again. And down goes Annie. It's a beautiful team fight for the blue team. They lost Xerath very early from an attempted gank, I guess, from Gragas, but that put him in a bad position, and now Nasus is in a lot of trouble trying to go through the team to the tower. He's got the tankiness. Looks like he's being able to pick up Vi there. Now it's just Lulu, Riven trying to do the damage. Zinx finally turning around and getting into this fight. Nasus so very, very tanky against all this attack damage coming his way. Jinx is finally deciding to get the tower down instead of that, and now Nasus is going to go down as well, and that's going to allow them to take out this inhibitor, no problem. Directed camera, can I see the health on the... Please? No? Okay. But hey, teleport, sneaky Nunu, blocking off the escape. Gragas kind of slow to follow up, but Nunu can stop them right here. He lands the Ice Blast on Saki, keeping Saki in position, but he doesn't have enough. He takes too much damage to sit there and try and make something happen after that. Oh, the ult from Gragas knocks Jinx right back into them. That's a beautiful ult, split them up nicely. Lulu goes down to Gragas. Jinx goes down to Gragas. Riven's going right in for it, but oh, in goes the Ice Blast from the Nunu, and here's the rest of red team to try and finish this off. There goes the stun from Annie, and that's going to be a dead Saki as well. That's a nice 3-kill pickup there for the red team, turning this around quite nicely after a beautiful attack. No inhibitor down for them just yet. You've got a big wave coming top, which Nasus is going to deal with, but no minions for the red team here. They're way behind, and they're just gonna face tank this tower. Riven can still do, or Vi can still do a lot of damage along with Xerath, and there it goes. Annie doing her stun, not to much effect. Nunu goes down to Xerath. It looks like Lucian goes down to Vi. Vi getting out of there with barely any health. Again, Xerath chases the flash, picking up the kill on Annie. Nasus is farming in the top lane, no problem there. And it's just gonna be another turnaround. Now this red team only ahead in 1 kill and behind 1,000 gold here. They've got the tower disadvantage. 30 minutes in, this blue team's incredible damage capability showing up. Nasus cut away from these fights both times. Nasus has so much armor. He is a huge, huge disrupting force. He can get in, he can wither Jinx or Vi or Riven and get a huge source of damage out of these fights, but he hasn't been there. He got to the last fight late, and he was farming top when his team pushed mid, which is, you know, Nasus doing Nasus things, but he is the key for this team to win the fights. He needs to be there, or his team is not going to win these fights as well as they could. They can still win some, but they need Nasus, and him being separate is hurting them. And I'm rambling a bit, I'm waffling here about the Nasus not being there. Nunu's not having a pleasant game here. He's got 1 kill, 5 assists, and 5 deaths, which is admirable, leaning against a Riven, and there's your dragon for the blue team, giving them a 2k gold advantage. But it is a difficult situation to be in. And Annie's caught out of position by Vi here, but just Nunu around the corner. Riven, meanwhile, picking up the kill. Oh, no. It was actually Xerath who picked up the kill with his ultimate onto Lucian there. This is giving blue team a chance to push 2 lanes here. Nunu's caught out of position. He's going to walk right into a fight here. Oh, but the Annie's there with the stun. So very low. Just Vi's not quite able to slow them enough. Gets stunned. Nunu's going to get out of there, but meanwhile down in the bot lane, oh, well, looks like Nasus put a stop to that split push there. But Blue's just going to go right and take off the inhibitor in mid lane, exactly as they should be doing. They've got the chance, but Riven going right in on Gragas. Gragas is just body slamming over the wall there. And we're going to see engage here. Here comes the Wither and the Soulfire, and oh wow, Nasus taking a lot of damage as he goes right in. Vi very, very low. Lulu about to get killed by in the back there, but she gets away. Vi goes down first, followed by the Nunu. Lulu's so very low, but not quite able to be taken out there. If the red team can close the gap here, they may be able to pick off a kill or 2, but that's still a lot of damage. Jinx unharmed. Xerath still around. Oh, Xerath picks off a kill on the Annie, and Lucian caught out of position as well, trying to fight Xerath, but he's just dying there, and down goes Nasus as well. This is a terrible situation for the red team to be in. A very nice turnaround. Red got a little greedy with the push out there. They went a little too far from safety and got caught by a beautiful Xerath kill on the Annie, just taking out so much CC and extra damage, picking up that inhibitor. And looks like Jinx and Riven are going to go try and push out this lane. Riven's maybe going to steal blue buff while Jinx pushes out the lane. And Gragas is going to try to defend alone for a while. Now, with a huge stunning reverse from the early game, a 5,000 gold lead for the blue team with a 2-kill advantage and a 2-tower lead is certainly turning the tables. Earlier, we saw that the CS scores for the red team were dominating the blue team overall. I mean, not by a whole lot, no more than 20 per lane or so, but now Riven's leading by 20. Nasus is still behind Vi significantly, or Vi is still behind Nasus significantly in farm, but she's there for the team fights. She's making the plays and getting these people caught out. Nasus, on the other hand, went top to farm while his team died twice. We've got Gragas still leading against Xerath there, but Xerath picking up 3 more assists relative to Gragas. They're doing fairly evenly. I give the benefit a little to Gragas there overall. Fewer deaths, a lot more farm. Jinx out farming Lucian still, and especially with champions, 7 kills to 2, 8 assists to 6. And then let's compare the gold totals there. Jinx with 12,000 total gold to the Lucian's 9,500. A huge difference there for 80 carries. And Riven's going right in onto Nasus. Riven already with the Guardian Angel. There goes the ultimate from Nasus, getting caught by the snare from Jinx. No real engagement there. They're just going to wait out the ultimate from Nasus, and the blue team can win a fight very easily here. Nasus is all about gone here. Lucian's out of position. He's caught by the Xerath. Oh, a beautiful load of damage from Xerath. Riven didn't even get to steal the kill with her ultimate, going right in on Gragas instead. But Nasus is actually the one going to take the bad from the situation. Caught in the middle there. Oh, Vi ults right into the Gragas. Gragas is in the launch up here, and he comes to the save with a stun. The body slam going to be enough to get away. No! The Jinx still finishes off Gragas before he can get away. Annie's in the launch trouble now, being chased down by Vi, but she's not going to be able to get the kill as the Annie turns around the stun. Tibbers goes down without the stun, and that's not really going to stop anyone from doing anything there. It's not going to get her killed, but it's going to keep them off the tower. Ooh, Nasus is going in for a kill on the Vi here. Vi withered, and Nasus is now going in all alone against all of the blue team. Getting a little greedy there, but oh, Poisonous X is out of position. He's caught with the Spirit Fire. Zanya's doing enough to avoid Nasus from killing him instantly, and Nunu ult instantly canceled by the knockup from Riven, and back in. Saki gets the kill on Nunu, and now Nasus is trying to get out of here quickly while the blue team continues to press the advantage in this fight. Lucian is back though, doing a lot of damage there. Riven is taking up as much of his ult as she can as the blue team disengages. They're low here. They don't want to continue fighting this. That was a beautiful, beautiful continuing battle from the blue team there, picking up the early kills, pressing the advantage, not actually taking any objectives, but extending this kill lead and their gold advantage to about 7,000. They're now in reverse position as they were earlier. Now, while 7,000 gold isn't nearly the huge advantage it is, about 15 minutes before now, they are doing an excellent job of coming together and coming back in this match. Looking through all of the lanes, we're seeing every single character having a gold advantage against their counterpart on the red team, with the exception of the support, who's about 50 gold behind a negligible amount. That's a potion. It's not even a ward. But that's, again, the least essential thing to happen. You see 9 kills on Annie, 19 assists on Lulu. Now, I don't have a problem with supports getting kills. That's fine, but and the Lucian so very far behind the Jinx now, and almost a non-factor in these fights. He's just dying too quickly to this bursty kind of kill comp of the blue team. Having a look at the item builds, we see another DF sword on the Jinx, and Trinity Force finished up on Lucian, which is a good bit of damage that he'll be able to push out as a result of that. Riven, of course, with them still unpopped Guardian Angel, Last Whisper, Brutalizer, and the Ravenous Hydra. Here comes the engage from the red team. They hit the Ice Blast onto Lulu. Oh, and the ultimate from Gragas knocking her way out. She is very dead here, but that's a lot wasted just on Lulu here. We've got Jinx and Vi fighting against Nasus here. His armor doing a lot of work for him there, and he stays alive for now. Oh, having to flash to avoid getting finished off there, but the red team fixes off the Xerath, losing Annie in exchange for it. Saki's Riven's still alive and well, though, and can easily finish off the remainder of the red team, given the opportunity to catch up to it. A lot. Oh, the body slam, getting the kill onto Jinx. The ultimate from Vi trying to finish off Gragas, who may be able to pick up a kill here. Oh, Vi, Simples is getting away here. Nunu's doing everything with that blood boil to try and catch up. Riven just doing work on his back as he's being greedy and going for it. Lucian coming in, gonna do enough damage to knock the Guardian Angel here. It looks like they'll be able to pick up the kill as well. No help for Riven here. And, oh, Riven picks up, oh no, I'm sorry, my mistake. Riven did not pick up the kill. I thought she got Gragas there for a second. He just body slammed away. But that was a kill for Gragas on the Riven, as opposed to vice versa. And all in all, a fairly good team fight for the red team, although it was fairly even for the most part. They're only 6,000 gold behind. They've gotten an opportunity to start the Baron here. Nunu and Nasus so very good at taking on Baron. If Lucian and Gragas can keep the blue team distracted, think that they're not doing Baron. Oh, never mind, they're not doing Baron. So they project that very well that they're not doing Baron. But I believe Nasus and Nunu could do a great job of burning down Baron very quickly with little risk, while the rest of their team kind of plays cover and pretends it isn't happening. As a result, blue team does need to get ward coverage onto the Baron and get that taken care of. Dragon picked up for the red team, helping them close up this gold advantage. Now only 2.5k gold behind. These gold totals just swinging back and forth constantly. But just one good team fight could swing this game to an end for either team. Inhibitor is back up for the red team. Losing an inhibitor not nearly as bad as it used to be. Just being able to actually still go out and do things instead of losing your base if you try to accomplish anything with an inhibitor down. We see the Last Whisper finished off, and now just finishing the Infinity Edge, Jinx going to be bringing an incredible amount of damage to these team fights. Jinx, let's have a look at your total AD, shall we? What number are you? You are number 5. Jinx, there you are. 335 AD with fairly good crit chance and a lot of damage, won those 2 crit. So that Jinx, if he can stay protected, will turn these team fights. Jinx get caught out or knocked out with the ult from Gragas or anything along those lines, it's going to be terrible for the blue team. That Jinx really being the core of their damage. That's not to say Riven and Xerath aren't really damaging and scary, but Jinx is just going to be dominating when it comes to terrifying, turbulent damage output. The ultimate going on to Lucian. Vi trying everything to catch him out, but the rest of the red team is there. Vi is caught in the middle. A little opposition. Lucian, so very much damage taken from just Xerath poking around, having to run away with almost... Oh, the Jinx ult beautifully and hits Lucian. No problem at all. Not quite hitting with the Vault Breaker there, Vi, but there goes Nasus, forced to ult and try and stay in this fight. The rest of his team coming back to help. They're not running from this. The ultimate of Lulu is on Vi, but the Tibbers goes down. It's going to be enough. Oh, is it Noose? Shin gets away there. Scot-free. Nessus and Annie dying. Nunu goes down as well. It's just forever less trying to escape with his life. But no, Gragas dies as well. That's an ace for no deaths on the red team. They're going to be able to pick up this inhib and easily these Nexus towers. They should be able to finish the match here. Nope, they're pinging the blue. Red team pinging the blue ward over there. What? Interesting ping. Maybe it was an accident. I don't understand that ping red, but I'll take it. Down goes the second Nexus tower, and the Zanyas from Poisonous X preventing that tower from making a major comeback. And down goes the Nexus. GG's come out 9 minutes and 9 seconds in. 35-28 kill advantage, ending with an 8k gold lead and an 8-5 tower advantage. Beautiful trading back and forth between these teams. Such a huge disadvantage for the blue team early on. They hit that 500 gold per minute mark behind the red team, and yet they still made a beautiful comeback with some good catch outs, some great team awareness, and good team fighting. Been great to watch. My name is FilibusterFox. I'll see you next time.